Getting you to Vegas, an inside look at the high-speed rail coming to Southern California. Preventing Christmas crashes? The Holiday Tunes One study says may be too dangerous to listen to while you're driving. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. We'll have more on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, San Bernardino police rescued a 3-year-old child after a woman held him at gunpoint Sunday. A snapshot taken from an officer's body camera shows the woman pointing a gun at the toddler's head. Police tell us they got a call Sunday morning from the boy's grandmother about 35-year-old Darvette Brown, a friend of the family. She told police that Brown had already fired multiple rounds in the apartment, and when officers arrived, Brown barricaded herself behind the door with the child and his father.
So they had to kick in the door, and as soon as the door opened, they saw that the suspect was standing over the child within just feet with a gun pointed directly at the child's head.
Police say Brown ignored commands to drop the weapon. That's when they shot and killed her. Officers were able to grab the boy and reunite him with his family members outside. We spoke briefly with the boy's mother. She declined our request for an interview, but says her son is okay. We're learning the finer points of Shohei Otani's record-setting deal with the Dodgers, but by now you've heard the total contract is for 10 years and $700 million. But it turns out Shohei will take home $2 million each season over the next decade. So that means he's deferring $680 million every season. He'll get that money after the 10 years are over. So think of it as like a massive retirement plan. This will also make it easier for Dodgers to surround Otani with other stars. The Powerball jackpot is now worth $500 million. No one picked all 6 numbers in Monday night's drawing, pushing Wednesday's jackpot to $500 million. I'll take it. The last winning Powerball ticket was sold in Southern California. A ticket worth $1.7 billion was sold in Frazier Park, right along the Grapevine, back in October. All right, it's time to take a look at the forecast. Let's check in with meteorologist Belinda Leon and see how it's shaping up.
Hi there. Well, the weather will be calm for the start of the week, but as we get towards Wednesday, a storm system will move into the Four Corners, and that's going to cause the winds to increase here in Southern California. So for the middle of the week, if you live in those typical Santa Ana wind-prone spots, then get ready for those winds picking up. Now, for the second half of the week, a ridge starts to develop over the West Coast, and the temperatures are going to start to go up. Look at the temperature trend. We've got numbers the start of the week and through the middle of the week in the upper 60s, but offshore flow developing for the second half of the week will cause the temperatures to warm by a few degrees. Now, the numbers start to cool off Sunday into Monday, and here's the reason why. We are going to see a potential for a storm system that could bring a chance for rain. That's your weather.
The LA Police Department is working on changing its policies for some officers graduating from the police academy. DACA recipients have been allowed to join the ranks and will be among the graduates on Friday. DACA protects people who were brought to the United States as children, but there are some complications to be worked out on the police force. DACA recipients cannot have a gun outside of work. Police Chief Michael Moore says they're working on changing that. In January, California removed the requirement for police officers to be U.S. citizens, making the hiring of DACA recipients possible. Some are already serving as police officers in other cities. Small business owners in Echo Park say a new construction project is hurting their bottom line. They're afraid they won't survive the mid-rise apartment project, which is slated to last until 2025. They say on certain days, construction blocks customer parking.
They'll call me back and be like, so sorry, we couldn't find anywhere to park to get it, and then just drive away.
It makes it impossible to run a brick and mortar. It could knock me out of business.
The development company has moved staging areas and agreed to fewer street closures starting in January, but it rejected a request for any inconvenience fee. It'll hit nearly 200 miles an hour, get you to Las Vegas in about 2 hours while you just, relax and kick your feet up. We're talking about a high-speed rail system that just got a $3 billion boost from President Biden. NBC4's Tony Shin gives us a first look at what the rail system will look like when it's built in Rancho Cucamonga.
As a Metrolink train enters Cucamonga Station, just a few yards away, a major announcement was happening about its future and its eventual new role in transportation. The federal funding of the Brightline West high-speed rail project.
We'll be transforming how we move through our region, benefiting all Southern California residents, businesses, and everyone who comes to visit us.
On Friday, President Biden announced in Las Vegas $3 billion in federal funding for a rail line that will connect Las Vegas with Rancho Cucamonga. The money will be added to the billions of dollars Brightline West is investing to transform Cucamonga Station and the area around it into a global transportation hub.
Where in just less than 4 years, those Brightline West trains will be pulling into the first fully functional multimodal hub in the country to connect high-speed rail to trains, planes, buses, and carpool services.
Travelers will be able to connect with Metrolink to head west to Los Angeles and east to San Bernardino, and of course, northeast to Las Vegas. People flying through Ontario International Airport will also have direct access to the new hub once a 3-mile underground tunnel is built.
Projects such as Brightline and Cucamonga Station are going to generate billions of dollars in economic activity and tens of thousands of jobs.
The new Cucamonga Station will also have retail space, and riders will be able to connect to a new 19-mile, zero-emission bus rapid transit system, adding more than 20 stations in West San Bernardino Valley.
Everybody will be coming into Rancho Cucamonga, as it should be, and they will get to see all the richness of Rancho Cucamonga when they come in.
And with the LA 2028 Summer Olympics roughly 4 years away, this transportation hub will undoubtedly play a major role in how many visitors will get around.
We're going to see a transformation to a station that truly is a world-class facility.
In Rancho Cucamonga, Tony Shin, NBC4 News.
A lot of people are listening to Christmas music right now. It can put you in the holiday spirit and boost your mood. But one study says when you're driving, you may want to avoid tunes with a fast beat.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul.
Frosty is a lovable character, but a study shows that songs with more than 120 beats per minute could be linked to dangerous driving conditions. An insurance company in Ireland says Frosty the Snowman has 172 beats per minute. There are no studies that show this song has led to any accidents, and a lot of people really don't buy the theory about beats per minute being linked to dangerous driving, but it has people talking. And by the way, the other holiday songs with a fast beat include All I Want for Christmas Is You at 150 beats per minute, and Feliz Navidad has 149. A Hollywood Walk of Fame star was unveiled for High School Musical Zac Efron. The California native was born in San Luis Obispo and raised in Arroyo Grande. During Monday's ceremony on Hollywood Boulevard, Efron reflected on his career.
I've been acting and singing and dancing for as long as I can remember, since I was a little boy, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine I'd be standing here today in front of such dear friends, colleagues throughout the years, and lifelong fans who have been with me since day one.
Efron's latest movie, The Iron Claw, hits theaters on December 22nd. There's a new movie coming out this holiday that's building excitement for next year's Olympic Games in Paris. It's the inspirational story of the University of Washington men's rowing team who beat the odds more than once.
That bunch of kids rode like no one else that's ever come through here.
Everybody else tires, they just get stronger. We have a boat that I believe could qualify for an Olympic spot.
The team not only beat out several more experienced college rowing teams to make it to the 1936 Olympics in Nazi Germany, they took home the gold. We caught up with director George Clooney and the movie stars at its premiere Monday night in Beverly Hills. The actors say shooting the film made them feel like Olympic rowers.
We started with confidence, and after about 3 weeks, we realized that we were terrible and we had to work a lot harder, and that just bonded us.
It felt like we all are kind of in need of some good news. Feels like we all need to feel like we're in something together and that we're on the same side a little bit.
The Boys in the Boat will open in theaters on Christmas Day. The Paris Olympics, by the way, are now 227 days away. We're looking forward to it. Julian's Auctions and Turner Classic Movies are gearing up for a 4-day auction event this week. It's called Hollywood Legends. The lineup will feature more than 1,000 famous pop culture items. It includes items from movies like Batman, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and The Big Lebowski. And one notable item, an original mechanical E.T. head that could go for as much as $1 million.
Hollywood royalty and British royalty with Princess Diana also represented in this auction. Something for everyone, all genres, wizards and goblins and Star Wars and sci-fi.
I'll start the bid at $1. The auction runs this Thursday through Sunday at Julian's Auction House in Gardena. Each of the 4 days will feature a different theme. Lots of cool stuff here. Christmas came a little early for some families in Upland. It was all thanks to the 16th annual Colony's Crossroads Holiday Miracles event. Some 200 children and their families got treated to a shopping spree at Target. They got some help from first responders and other volunteers.
It makes us feel great. Unfortunately, some of these kids would not have been able to experience, gifts or Christmas otherwise. We were able to donate trees, meals, coupons, vouchers, in addition to the $200 shopping spree. So it feels great to be able to engage with them, spend a day with, have a little buddy and go out there and give them some positivity this season.
Very nice. And besides the shopping spree, families also got a $100 Albertsons gift card and a $50 bag of groceries. I love this. Community support, bringing joy and having a positive impact on the lives of those in need this holiday season. This is what it's all about. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.